could. Oh, it's not. Do me a favor, hit that light. No sign class. Shapat Dayak, present thyself.
Shapat Dayak, Bon Yahanna, Bon Yasha'Allah.
Shapat Dayak, Bon Yahanna, Bon Yasha'Allah.
Yahweh Shimi Al-Shah Brakathon.
Yahweh Shimi Al-Shah Brakathon.
The fringe is falling.
La Yasha'Allah.
Men of Israel, Amajim, which means to stand.
Not just say Amajim.
Amajim, which means to stand. Alawapanya Hakodam, which means turn to face the east. We want to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Repeat after me. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Malachbuka.
Aba'ah.
Ratazayaka.
Ratazayaka.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Rataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. The thunder now. Come. Cow. Yavam. Wasalaki now. Kabawati now. Kasalaki now. Kabawati now. Wala'ah. Tabaayawat. Tabaaya Nawat.
Tabaaya now.
Basanat. Banasaya one. Ball. Habashaya now. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wa'ala. Wa'at the power. Aman.
In English, our
Father,
which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy
Thy will be done.
In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
We want to say how cock the power. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh. Baba Kasha. The thunder now. Hakat. Lapa'al. Cow Maka'ala. Makal Marawa. Hakat. Latahar. Amatazariah. Hakat. Lahapi. Amathi. Hakat. Arakawa. Hamata Ma'ala. Matama Hala. Hatama'ala. Slaki. Nagashan. Ba'ashem Yahweh. The what I'm on.
In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
We're going to say, bless Israel. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh. Barakah now. Wayasha'Allah. Wahabaya. Sapari. Barak. Magun. Ba'ashem Yahweh. The water Aman.
In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
We're going to say Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a,
Asha'a,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahaharian,
Ahaharian,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Izari,
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 Ma'ayin,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
I.S.U.P.K,
I.S.U.P.K,
Shemaiah,
Shemaiah,
Wa'aratazah,
Wa'aratazah,
Ayathan,
Ayathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Ayanawam,
Ayanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Lana,
Lana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashun,
Yayashun,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Yamyaka,
Yamyaka,
Yamamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashemash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayara,
Walayala,
Layala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makarai,
Makarai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Athnapashka,
Napaska,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'athka,
Taza'athka,
Wabawa'athka,
Wabawa'athka,
Ma'itha,
Ma'itha,
Wa'ai Awalam,
Wa'ai Awalam,
the water Aman.
the water Aman.
In English, I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the
From
hills,
whence cometh my help?
from which cometh my
My
help.
help coming from Yahweh,
My help coming from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and
He
earth.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve
from
thee
all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
From this time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to say Psalms 83. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al-Damailaka,
Al-Damailaka,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Tashakwat,
Al-Tashakwat,
Al,
Al,
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Abu Yabika,
Awayabika,
Yahama Yawan,
Yahama Yawan,
Wamashanayaka,
Wamashanayika,
Nasha'awa,
Nasha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Imaka,
Al-Imaka,
Ya'ibra Yamba,
Yahara Yamwa,
Sawad,
Sawad,
Wayataya Itazawa,
Wayataya Itazawa,
Al-Tasapawanyaka,
Al-Tazapawanyaka,
Amawa,
Amara,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakina,
Wanakaki,
Magaya,
Magaya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Aiwa,
Aiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa Itazawa,
Noah Itazawa,
La,
La,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Al-Yaka,
Ayaka,
Raya,
Raya,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarathwa,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Ahaya,
Ahaya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashama'alim,
Wayashama'alim,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagari,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'aimawan,
Wa'aimawan,
Wa'aimalak,
Wa'aimalak,
Palashah,
Palashah,
Amyashabi,
Amyashabi,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawat,
Nalawat,
Aiman,
Aiman,
Hayawat,
Hayawat,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labayalawat,
Labayalawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aishalaham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasara Sara'ah,
Kasara Sara'ah,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Koyashawan,
Koyashawan,
Nashamaru,
Nashamaru,
Ba'ayan Da'ira,
Ba'ayan Da'ira,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
Lada Atmawa, Saki, Lada Ama,
La Adamah.
La Adama, Salaki,
La Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Salaki, Nada Yamawa,
Nada Yamawa,
Ka'ira,
Ka'ira,
because of Abba,
Because of Abba.
because of Abba,
because of Abba,
because of Bak,
because of Bak,
because of Zalmanai,
because of Zalmanai,
Kanasaya Kumba,
Kanasaya Kama,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amaru,
Amara,
Naya Rashad,
Naya Rashad,
Lanawa,
Lalawa,
Ah, Na'awa,
Nawa,
Alahaya,
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 Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kakwa,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Raka,
Lapanya Rakha,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Daba Ivor Ya'ira,
the Ba'ira Ya'ira,
Wakala Haba,
Wakala Haba,
Dalahat,
Salahat,
Haryam,
Haryam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradatma,
Thuradatma,
Basa Ivoka,
Basa Irika,
Wabasa Wapatka,
Wabasa Wapak,
the Bahalam,
the Bahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'ah,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Wayabakwashua,
Waya Bakwashu,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahawa,
Yahweh,
Yabashua,
Yabashua,
Waya Da'iwa,
Waya Da'ai,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahawa,
Yahweh,
Labaka,
Labaka,
Ayanawam,
Ayana Woman,
Al-Yawan.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Kaha-Ratazah.
Al-Kaha-Ratazah.
The Wadaman.
The Wadaman in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
And be
peace.
not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up their
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off.
let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together.
But they have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Moab.
And Hagarenes.
And Hagarenes.
The Baal and Ammon.
The Baal and Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher is also joined with them.
Ashes also joined with
They have
them.
hope in the children of Lot.
They are hoping the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them
As unto the
as
Midianites.
unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to
At
Jabin.
the brook of
At the
Kishon.
brook of Kishon.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a
And
red.
like the
And
air.
like the air.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zabah.
As Zabah.
And as Amunah.
And as Amunah.
Who said.
Who said,
Let us take to ourselves.
let us take to ourselves
The house of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
As a stubble before the wind.
As a fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burns the
And
wood.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
And as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
And they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
And let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know
That thou.
that thou,
Whose name alone.
whose name alone
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
art the most high
Over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
With that, I say Sar, which means to turn. Oh, Yeshabi, which means be seated. Men up here, Yeshabi, which means be seated. All right. We're going to continue on where we left off last week. We're going to get the scriptures in Hebrew. We're going to start at Job chapter 4. And we're going to go from verse 1 and we're going to go to verse 7. Shapat, if you could, take it over, Papa Kashar.
Pull it up. Dang it. Look at that. Past Chronicles, Salaki.
Okay.
4:1.
You got it, Gagar?
Yeah, come on.
Can you start it off?
Yeah, come on. The book of Job, chapter 4, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Verse 1. Waya'ain, alaya ayala pazah, hataya manaya, haya'a mar. Verse 2. Hanasa, dabar, alayak, tala'a, wa'ai tazar, bamalayan, maya, yawakal. Verse 3. Hana, Yasaraf, Rabayam, Wayada Yum.
Wayadim.
Oh, Wayajim. Rapa Wa, Thaka Zak. Verse 4. Kawashala.
Kawashal.
Oh, Kawashal. Ya Kwa Mawan. Malayak. Wabara Kayam. Kara'ai Wa. Da Amataza. Verse 5. Kaya Itha. Tabawa. Alahayak.
Kabawa'a.
Tabawa'a. Alayak.
And it's Ayaka.
Oh, Ayaka. The water, yes, it. Ayaka. Wa Dala'a. The guy. the yak. Why the ball. Verse 6. Hala. Yara
It's like a hala'ah.
hala'ah. Yara athak. Dasal athak. Thakwa with thak. With thumb. Dara kayak. Verse 7. Zakar. Na'ah. Maya. Hawa. Hawa'ah. Nakoya. Abad. Wa'a. Ya pa. Yashara Slaki. Ya Sharayam. Yashariam. Mana ka dawa.
Nah.
Not ka dawa. Verse 8.
Most High in Christ. We're going to continue on in English. We're going to get that in English. Job chapter 4, 1 through 7.
Come. The book of Job, chapter 1, verse 7.
Chapter 4.
Salaki. Chapter 4, verse 1. Salaki.
No sweat.
Then Eliphaz, the Temanite, answered and said, If we essay to commune with thee, wilt thou be grieved? But who can withhold himself from speaking? Verse 3. Behold, thou hast instructed many, and thou hast strengthened the weak hands. Thy words have upholden him that was fallen, and thou hast strengthened the feeble knees. Verse 5. But now it is come upon thee, and thou faintest, it touches thee, and thou art troubled. Verse 6. Is not this thy fear, thy confidence, thy hope, and the uprightness of thy ways? Verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off?
Most High in Christ. We're going to continue on. We're going to get this in the Hebrew. This is Job chapter 8, Job chapter 4, 8 through 14. If you could, Shapat.
Come, sir. The book of Job, chapter 4, verse 8. Kasha Ra'ayathya Karasha Ayan. I'm sorry. Awan was Zaraya. Imo Yaquatazar Hawa. Verse 9. Manashmath Alawa.
Mana Shamath.
Come. Mana Shamath Alawa Ya'abadwa Wamar I can't get out. It's tongue Salaki. Wamara Wak Apawa Wakawa Yakawa. Verse 10. Sha'agath Ariyah Wakawal Shakar Washanya Kapayarium Nathaiwa Natawa. Verse 11. Nalash Layash Abad Mabaya Tarap Wabanya Labaya Yata Paradewa not the Paradwa, the what? Verse 12. Wa'alya, the bar, Yaganab, what the quack, Isanya, Shamataza, Manahawa, verse 13. Bashai Payum, Makazanwath, Laya La, Bana Paul, Thoradama, Al, Anashim, verse 14. Picard, Quara Anya, Wara Ida, Warab, Itazum Wathya, Hapakayad.
We're going to continue on in the English. Let's get that in English. What is that? Job
Chapter 4, verse
4, 8 through 14.
Come on, sir. Book of Job, chapter 4, verse 8 through 14. Even as I have seen that they plow iniquity and sow wickedness, reap the same. Verse 9. By the blast of God they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed. Verse 10. The roaring of the lion, and the voice of the fierce lion, and the teeth of the young lions are broken. Verse 11. The old lion perisheth for lack of prey, and the stout lion's whelps are scattered abroad. Verse 12. Now a thing is secretly brought to me, and mine ear received a little thereof. Verse 13. For in thoughts of the visions of the night, when deep sleep falleth on men. Verse 14. Fear came upon me, and trembling, which made all my bones to shake.
Most High in Christ. We're going to continue on in the English, in the Hebrew. We're going to get Job chapter 4, 15 through 21. If you could, Shabbat.
Okay. The book of Job, chapter 4, verse 15. Warawak, Al, Panya, Hakalap, Yakalap, Tasamar, Sha'irath, Basharia, verse 16. Ya'imad, Wala'ah, Akayar, Mara'aha, Mara'ahawa, Tamawana, Tanagad, Lanagad, Ayanya, the Damama, Wakawal, Ashemai, verse 17. Ha'anwash, Ma'awa, Ma'alaw, Waha, Yataza the car, Yataza doc, Slaki. Ma'aisha Hawa. Ma'aisha Hawa. Yatahar. Gabar. Verse 18. Han. Han. Hana. Hana. But I bad Yawa La'a Ya'ama Yan Wabama Wabama La'aka Yawa
Waba
Yashim.
La'ak Yawa. The wa, the ba, and the ma are all prefixes. Yeah, so you just say them all, separately.
Come.
Waba ma la'ak Yawa.
Okay, come, sir. Wabama La'ak
Yawa.
Yashim. Dahala. Verse 19. Op. Shekanya. Bathya. Kamar. Ashar. Ba'ipar. Yasa Yadam. Yasa Wadma. Salat. Yadaka Awam. Lapanya. Aisha. Salat. Verse 20. Mabakwa. La'ira. Yakathwa. Mabalya. Mashim. Lanatazak. Lanatazaka. Was that Lanatazaka? Yeah. Abadwa. Verse 21. Hala'a. Nasai. Not the rum. Yat the rum. Bama. Yamawaswa. Wala'a. Bakaka Kama.
Most High in Christ. Some good reading. We're going to keep going here in the English. This is Job chapter 4, 15 through 21.
Okay. Book of Job chapter 4, verse 15. Then a spirit passed before my face, and the hair of my flesh stood up. Verse 16. And stood still, but I could not discern the form thereof. An image was before mine eyes. There was silence, and I heard a voice saying, 17. Shall mortal man be more than just shall mortal man be more just than God? Shall a man be more pure than his maker? Verse 18. Behold, he put no trust in his servants, and his angels he charged with folly. Verse 19. How much less in them that dwell in houses of clay, whose foundation is in the dust, which are crushed before the moth. Verse 20. They are destroyed from morning to evening. They perish forever without any regarding it. Verse 21. Doth not their excellency, which is in them, go away? They die, even without wisdom.
Most High in Christ. What's going on right here is his friend Job is going through all that he's going through. Right here, his friend is basically trying to cheer him up. They sat with him. They sat with him for a time where Job didn't say nothing, so they just sat there and didn't say anything. Is this? I've heard General Muhammad say this more than just a few times. You know what I'm saying? If anyone is going through something, allow your brothers, your Akim, to go through it with you. And this is exactly how Job's friends, Job's brothers, is going through it with him. Job allowed his Akim to suffer with him. You know what I'm saying? So now Job finally opened up and started conversing with his friends, and this is the back and forth he's having with his friends. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make make whatever it is of what's going on with Job, since everybody knew Job was perfect. Somehow Christians don't know, but everybody knew Job was perfect, and they're just trying to console him. Like, hey, man, it is what it is.
Right.
It is what it is. Right. We're gonna keep on going. We're gonna get this in Hebrew. This is Job 5:1-7. If you could, Kagar.
Book of Job, chapter 5, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Quara Na'a Ayash. Hayash. Awanak. Wa'al. Maya. Makwa Dashian. Dapana. Verse 2. Kaya. La'a Wayal. Ya. Hayak. Or Yaga.
Harag.
Rag. Ka'aish. Wapatha. Tamayath. Tamayah. Naha. Verse 3. Kwanaha. Verse 3. Anaya. Ra'a Yataya. Awa Yal. Masharian. What's like it? Mashar Yash. Wa'a Kawab. Mawa Hawa. Na wa Hawa. Pa Nawa Hawa.
Yeah, Nawa Hawa. Yeah, it's like
That's what. Pa the Ama. Pata'am.
No, it's like a Pata'am.
Ama. Verse 4. Yara Kwa Wa. Banyawa. Maya Shai. Wayada Kwa Awa.
It's like a Maya da Ka'awa.
Oh, Salaki. Wa Yada Ka'awa.
Yeah, it's like
Okay. Ba Ira. Wa Ayan. Mataza Yal. Verse 5. Ashar. Quataza Yarawa. Ra'ai. Ya'ala. Salaki. Ya'akal. Wa'al. Mataza Nayam. Waqwa Kahawa. Washa'ap. Tazamayam. Kwa Yalam. Verse 6. Kaya. La'a. Yataza'a. Ma'ipar. Awan. Wama Daya. La'a. Damas like it. La'a. Yatazamak. Amala or Amal. Verse 7. Kaya. Adam. La'aimal. Yawalad. Yabunya. Oh, it's like it. Wabunya. Rashak. Why Ya Gaba Yahweh.
It's like Gaba Yahweh.
Yeah, Gaba Yahweh. Wap.
No sign Christ. We're going to continue on in English. This is Job chapter 5:1-7.
Book of Job, chapter 5:1-7. Salaki, chapter 1. The book of Job, chapter 5, verse 1. Call now, if there be any that will answer thee, and to which of the saints wilt thou turn? For wrath killeth the foolish man, and envy slayeth the silly one. I have seen the foolish taking root, but suddenly I cursed his habitation. His children are far from safety, and they are crushed in the gate. Neither is there any to deliver them. Whose harvest the hungry eateth up, and taketh it even out of the thorns, and the robber swalloweth up their substance. Although affliction cometh not forth of the dust, neither doth trouble spring out of the ground. Yet man is born unto trouble as the sparks fly upward.
Most High in Christ. We're going to continue on in the Hebrew. If you could, Shapat, give me Job 5, 8 through 14, Bible.
Come. The book of Job, chapter 5, verse 8. Ayalam, Anya, Adarash, Al, Wa'al, Alahayim, Ashim, the Dabarathya. Verse 9. Aisha, Gedalwath, Wa'ayam, Kakwar, Napa La'awath, Aid, Ayan, Masapar, verse 10. Hanathan, Matar, Al, Punya, Arataza, Washalak, Mayum, Al, Punya, Kwawataza Rock, Kwawataza Wath, verse 11. Lashawam, Shapolim, Lama Wam, Wakwadarium, Shagabwa, Yeshai, verse 12, Mapar, Makwashabwath, Arawamyam, Wala'ah, Ta'aisha Yana, Yada Ham, the Tawashaya, verse 13, Lakad, Kakamya, Ba'ira Mama, Wa'ataza, Wa'itazath, Napa Thoyum, Namahara, verse 14. Yawamam, Yapagashwa, Kashak, Wakala Yala, Wama Shalaki, Yamashashwa, Bataza Haryam, verse 15.
We're going to continue on in this in the English. This is Job chapter 5, 8 through 14.
The book of Job, chapter 5, verse 8. I would seek unto God, and unto God would I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number, who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. Verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Verse 13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of their froward is carried headlong. Verse 14, they meet the darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night.
Most High in Christ. Let's continue on in the Hebrew. If you could, Kagar, can you get me Job 5:15 through 21, Baba Kishar?
Okay. Job chapter 5, verse 15 in the Hebrew. Wayashai, Makarab, Mapa Yaham, Wamayad, Kwazak, Abba Yawan, verse 16. Wata Haya, Lada, Slaki, Ladal, Ladal,
Let's do that.
Ladala, Dakwa, Waha, Wa'ai, Lata, Slaki, Wa'ai, Lata, Kwa Pataza, Paya, verse 17. Hana, Sharia, Ana Wash, Yawa Ka Kwanawa, Alawa, Wama Wasar, Shadia, Allah, it's like Al, Thama Asa, verse 18. Kaya, Hawa, Ya Kwa Aya, Yaka Awa, Waya Kabash, Yamaka Taza, Wayadawa, Yadwa Salaki, Ta Rapayana, verse 19. Bashash, Taza Rawah, Ya Taza Yalak, Wabasha Bai, La'a, your pie, your guy, it's like your guy, Baka Ra'ai, verse 20. Bara'ai, Padak, Mama Wa Bamalakama, Ma Yadaya, so like Mayadya, Kara, verse 21. Basha Wat, La Shawan, Baka, that's like it. The Kaba, Wala'a, the Kaba'a, Wala'a, Yara, Ra'a, Mashab, Kaya, Yabawa'a.
Most High in Christ. We're going to keep going in the English. This is Job chapter 5, 15 through 21.
Book of Job, chapter 5, verse 15. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth.
See right? So just real quick, this brother is basically telling us, you know, how the Most High is. If we ain't got no power, and we definitely don't have any power. Even when we think we have power, we have no power. The only power that we can lean to is the Most High. People in Alabama was thinking that their power was the state of Alabama, when the state of Alabama was only looking out for themselves. Isn't not Alabama, Mississippi. State of Mississippi was only thinking about themselves, and you know, a Hall of Famer who this from what I understand, this nigga is worth $100 million and gets paid $20 million a year. He makes $20 million a year. He has $100 million right now. He's worth $100 million, and he's stealing money from the poor. I don't know if anybody has seen the poor, how the way the poor lives in Mississippi. But man, it's like I see some of their homes. Like if you just go on Zillow, and look at the homes just like in DC, in the surrounding areas of DC, you'll get $1 million homes. You know what I'm saying? Multi-$100,000 homes, and they be small as hell. You go down to like Mississippi, they be like $20,000 and $30,000 homes, and they about as big as a shack. I.S.U.P.K, sir. And they be as Khan, sir. Khan. And they be in shacks. Like seriously shacks. You got some?
Yeah, I used to go to Mississippi like twice a year, like a Tupelo, and it's like their third biggest city or one of the 3 big cities of Mississippi, and it's a complete small town to me. So
I hear you.
I got a homie, I got a brother down there that he bought a house for $15,000 with the acre of land. It was a 1-bedroom house, low 1 level, and an acre of land for $15,000.
For $15,000.
Come.
There's a reason why the price is like that. You know what I'm saying? It's land. People are not moving down to Mississippi in droves, especially black people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's especially black people. There's some places where the South, they don't have to say the South will rise again because South never fell. You know what I'm saying? The way they live down there, it's harsh to say the least. And you got some rich bastards, taking money from people that really desperately need it. If they don't get these funds, they go hungry. They go starving. Just once it's the same state where Jackson, Mississippi, isn't it? Where they don't have water. You turn on the faucet and it looks like coffee. You serious? This is supposed to be the there's 5 superpowers in the world. This is supposed to be the number 1 superpower in the world, the number 1 economy in the world, the number 1 in damn near everything in the world, and 2 major cities and your union has brown doo-doo water.
Right?
You serious? Now, Salakia. Those are the places that we actually know about. How many places like that is on the reservations that we don't know about?
Right.
Because they don't give a damn. This stinking place doesn't give a damn about our Native American brothers and sisters. They don't have running water. A lot of these places don't have running water. We got to turn to our power. This is the only place where we can actually get justice, where we can actually live and survive. This is the only place. This the Most High is the only place we can turn to. The only place. Don't make no bones about it. This is the only way we can survive. We can live. You had some?
Slok, I just wanted to add on. That's proof that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Damn right. Oppressor is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. We're gonna continue on. Salakia. Got a little long-winded there. You can continue on.
Oh, Slok.
Where was that? 5 to 15. 55 verse 15.
How was that?
You was at read 16 again.
Come, sir. Book of Job, chapter 5, verse 16. So the poor have hope, and iniquity stopped her mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth.
Happy is the man whom God correcteth. How many times we went to go and do some evilness before we came into truth? We went to do some evilness, some wickedness, and we got corrected. And in the form of right before we got there, something happened to us. Like we was on our way and our car broke down, or we was on our way and there was some sort of traffic that stopped us from doing the thing that we ain't supposed to be doing, right? And then we woke up like, well, goddamn, I shouldn't have been there. You know what I'm saying? How many times we accept correction, or even if we actually went and did those things and we got caught up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now we on a run from from whoever, from the ops, from the law, and then we learn our lesson. Then some of us, you know, I know for me, it took more than a few chances. It took more than a few corrections for me to say, well, goddamn, okay, I need to stop this. I need to stop this. And I think the Most High for Command General Yahanna and all the men above me for keeping this thing going until I got it right. So I'm gonna keep on going until whoever's out there who's not in here can get it right. And just like all these men up here doing that, just like we got that lesson learned from the men above us, we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna hold that tradition. Let's keep going.
Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. Verse 18, for he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth, and his hands make whole.
Hold on. God is all, love. God only loves people. He only blesses people. Read that part again.
Verse 18, for he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth, and his hands make whole.
What does that mean? It's
not I kill, I steal, I'm not alive.
Right? Exactly. That doesn't sound like, finish my sentence. Damn, what does these niggas say? They say, God is good. Come on, finish it with me.
God is good all the time.
All the time.
All the time, God is good.
but hold on. He just said God, he wounds. Isn't that? He maketh sore and he bindeth up and he woundeth. Isn't that what he talking about? The Most High. He ain't talking about some nigga down the street, right?
Right.
Yeah, he talking about the Most High. I thought Christians say, oh, God is all love. God is all love. Nah, I'm reading something different. Someone's lying. Is either my eyes are lying with the things that I just read, or my ears is lying from what these niggas is telling me. These bastards is telling me.
So, like, if I may, because that was heavy. To prove, even prove their point, whenever something bad happened, they blame Satan. But to prove you that they're Christian, they have read the book of Job that you know that Christ is the one that ordained all that stuff to happen to you.
The Most High is on one that.
It's like the Most High. It's like.
Yeah, exactly right. They because they don't read the Bible.
Right.
They got PhDs. They call themselves doctor, bishop, pastor, prophet, prophetess, but they don't. They read all the things that surrounding the Bible, except reading the actual Bible. Right. They read books to get doctorates and other degrees and be published, but they don't actually read the manuscript. They don't read the instruction manual. That's why they sound all crooked and they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Keep going. You had some?
Then when you cut them, they're gonna say, "Well, this is the white man's book."
So why you arguing it? So why, if this is a white man's book and you don't like it, why you arguing it? These niggas don't know what in the hell they're talking about. Don't know what they are talking about. Keep going, Bible Shaw.
Verse 19, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Verse 20, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Verse 21, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shall thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
Exactly. Most High in Christ. That's right there. It's real heavy because I remember coming up in a Christian church and when they were saying how when they were saying how they like I've actually read in when I was in church way back when, the old man, I read the part where it said the Most High sent Christ to be like a dividing factor, and it was going to be a bunch of troubles. It was going to be wars and rumors of wars and all that stuff. and all that. The end of the world is coming, and people are going to suffer. And I was like, well, damn, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen because I didn't know I didn't know who I was, who we were, where we stood within this Bible.
Right.
So with that ignorance, even though I grew up in a Christian church with that ignorance, I didn't know any of this. I didn't want the end of the world to come. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that afterwards we would be the rulers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even still, this last scripture says, when the destruction is coming, you ain't got to worry about it. Read that last one again one more time.
Come, sir. Verse 21. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
We shouldn't be afraid of destruction when it comes. Because when it actually comes, Lord allow, we ain't gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like an action movie. We're gonna be sitting on them chariots and be like, oh man, I wonder what's gonna happen next. Oh, what's gonna happen next? Oh, you see that bomb? Man, I didn't know how that bomb was that powerful. It's gonna be like what? It's gonna be exactly like a movie. It's gonna be sort of like a camera right in back of the angels as they avenging us. Right in back of Christ as he's swinging them swords. Like, ooh, don't forget that one. That mother lover fired me. Get him. I don't like that one. That one would talk dirty to me. Matt Slocky, if you could save that one for when I come back. I want that one right there. Let's put this one in slavery. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue on. Let's get this last one. You had something?
I precept.
Oh yeah, of course you do. Let's get it.
The book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
So yeah, exactly. This is the prophecy of the end times when the seals are being broken, and they're sending forth all the angels to actually go and destroy all of our enemies. But as they're going forth and destroying all of our enemies, it's saying to not destroy the who?
The oil and the wine.
We are the oil and the wine. If anybody, there was a movie a few years ago, World War Z. If anybody seen World War Z, it's a zombie movie. It was just, just a play thing, right? And like they seen how the zombies didn't kill everybody. They killed, most of everybody, but there was a certain, people that they didn't mess with. And it was kind of like, it was one scene where this one person was just in the middle of the zombie horde. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the zombies just went all around them. Didn't even touch them. As they're, going in and piling up on one another, right. They went totally around this one person that they didn't even touch. Right. It's gonna be sort of like that. Envision that. They're gonna be destroying everybody around us and not touching us. Right. Precept is when Egypt all the plagues went about us and didn't harm us. Right. We were right there. We were right next to them. You got something?
The main of them all, about the Passover.
The Passover, exactly. They passed over us, killed everything around us. We heard it. We heard them dying and finding out that their loved ones were dying or were dead, and we heard it, and nothing happened to us.
And Shalaki, like in science, right? On World War Z, to like kind of explain that other than biblically, they call that what you call a courier. Like there are people out here, saying Salaki for saying, but I'm a courier. That's how I know what that is. Uh-huh. Like I could go around you and your whole family, all of y'all could be sick, and out at most I might get a runny nose. I won't be sick, but I maybe have a runny nose. I won't get the fever or anything like that. But if I go around somebody else's family, they're gonna be sick.
Okay.
So they're like that's kind of like scientifically explaining what happened in World War Z. He had the disease, It just didn't affect him because he's a courier. If you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, but yeah,
That wasn't biblically though. Biblically,
Yeah.
that's the Lord is
yeah,
making it happen.
yeah. The Lord is choosing the people who is not to be harmed. He put his mark. He's going to put his mark on the people that should not be harmed. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Finish this off. If you could, Shapat, get me Job 5:22 through 27, and then 6:1.
Come, sir. The book of Job, chapter 5, verse 22. Salaki. Lashad. Wala Kapan. Dasha Kazak. How to say? Daka Salaki. Dasha Kakwa. Wamakyas. Ha'arataza. Al. Tayara. Verse 23. Kaya. Ain. Abanya. Hashada. Barayath. Yathak. Yathak. Slap. Wakayath. Hashada. Hashalama. Laka. Verse 24. Yada'ith. Kaya. Shalawam. Shalom. Ahalak. Wapa Kadath. Nawak. Wala'a. Takata. Verse 25. Waya Da'ith. Kaya. Rob. Zara'ik. Rabah. Zara'aka. Wataza yak. Salak, if I can say it again. Wataza yak. Ka'ashab. Ha'arataza. Verse 26. Double wa'ah. Bakalak. Alya. Kobar. Ka'alawath. Gadayash. Ba'athwa. Verse 27. Hana, Salak. Za'ath. Kakwa. Runawa. Khan. Haya'ah. Shamai Na'a. Wa'atha. Da'ai. Laka. Book of Job, chapter 6, verse 1. Where your ayn. Where your ayn. Ayawab. Where your amar.
We're going to continue on in the English. We're going to get Job chapter 5, 22 through 27, and then Job 1 and 6.
Come. So the book of Job, chapter 5, verse 22. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
Neither shall thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. All right,
Those
keep
are
going.
Christ.
Yeah, let's get out of hand. Exactly.
Verse 23. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Verse 24.
Ain't nothing gonna harm us. There ain't nothing to be afraid of when the end of the world comes. Ain't nothing gonna harm us. They said even the earth is gonna be at peace with us. The earth is not at peace with Esau. We just had a hurricane just come up here. You know what I'm saying? We just had a hurricane just tear through Florida and Puerto Rico.
Like South Carolina too.
South Carolina too. Imagine imagine powers like that just destroying Esau and seeing us and stopping and going around us. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing to fear.
So like if I may, Most High even said they should build and I should tear down.
Exactly. They should build and he gonna tear it down. He gonna tear it down. I'll be coming through DC and I'll be looking at like all the monuments and all these government buildings that look important and whatnot. I'm like, man, what is going to stand? What, like, when I say stand, I mean, like, is it just going to be just, you know how, like, when they have the pillars, there's like different sections of them. I'm like, how many of those sections is going to be up after you know, World War III is there? Is it going to be still a square structure that's going to be there, or is it just going to be like totally wiped out? You got something?
That kind of reminds me of the Midwest with tornadoes, where it hit one house and the house right next to it is left.
Exactly.
And it'll just plummet everything, just flat. It looked like a house was never there.
Exactly.
It's just amazing.
Yeah. It looked like it was never there. It just looked like a dump. Mm-hmm. Dump right there, and a house still with the little small little picket fence, you know what I'm saying? That's still there, but the house looks like a dump. Nothing standing. I wonder how much of this place is going to be standing.
Right. It's like y'all just comment on how I say the beast will completely leave us alone. Whereas you know how they look at us and everything. You know what I'm saying? They look at us as lowly people. And you would think in their moment of anguish that they would, as they always do, blame it on us and take it out on us. You know what I'm saying? But I got a precept to explain it if we got time.
We got time.
Come sir. The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. So far beyond that they look so far beyond all that they look for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb and reproach. We fools accounting his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us.
We're gonna look at them like they like really? This your man's?
This
This your man's? This the billionaire? This the governor? This is the president? This the chief of police that told his people to bang us in the head whenever they see us?
Right.
They was in charge? Really? It's gonna come a time. There's gonna come a time when we're gonna look at them like, how, Sway? You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. We're gonna look at them like that one day.
Right.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Verse 24. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shall not sin.
Wow. We gonna be around people. We're gonna be around our people, and ain't gonna be no arguments. Ain't gonna be no stabbings. Ain't gonna be no shootings. Ain't gonna be no fights. You know what I'm saying? Like what happens in this kingdom we get too much of us around each other. There's always some turmoil, some beef. But once we get in our habitation, you know what I'm saying? When Christ come back, we get in our habitation, we ain't gonna sin. We're gonna be at peace with each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why you mad when you got, you know, a state? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Why are you mad when you have a state? Your territory is a state. And you got slaves working for you. What you mad at?
Right.
You sometimes see how Esau is unaffected by a lot of things except for the threat of his power, right? And we see them how are they not affected by some of this stuff? Because they have the state and they have slaves working for them.
Right.
You think Jeff Bezos stays up late at night worrying about how we can't buy $5 footlongs anymore? That the price of chicken went up, 3-4 times.
Right.
We got to pay, $80 for 2 pounds of beef.
Right.
You think he ain't worrying about that? And when we get in the kingdom and the prices go up, we ain't got to worry about it. we ain't got to worry about that and another thing.
It's like if I made 2 mentions. First of all, that must have been your thing, that $5 foot long, because that's the second time in 2 weeks that you brought up the $5 foot long. you are upset. If I may, Slocky. You know what I'm saying? But I was gonna say, Commander General Yahanna was speaking at camp yesterday in Nashville. And
let's give Commander General Yahanna a hand. All the I came down in Nashville for holding it down. It was a slug, if I could. I didn't mean to cut you off, but it was a picture where Commander General Yahanna was in front of a devil, and he had all the Akim around him. It looked like they was about to pounce.
Right.
That was a hardcore picture right there. That was a hardcore picture right there. I wish I could have been there. Slug, you keep going.
It's Slocky. They were about to pounce. They was ready. Every time he came closer, you could just see somebody, whoever was right in front of him, would just stand even more still, and then the other Otawanian Akim would just come a little closer, and they was like they was ready. But Salaki, if I may, Commander General Yahanna was talking to the devil, and it was a couple of them that would agree with other things. One dude was flat out arguing, another dude was being passive, acting like he was just listening. Then all of a sudden, he showed his arrogance and was like, "You're a racist." And Commander General Yahanna was like, we didn't put up with all y'all racism for this long. You shouldn't be mad at one black man. Like, you got to have all of us kissing your butt. Like, that's how arrogant you are. This is your kingdom, and you mad at one black man who what's name when everybody else is kissing your butt. That's how oppressive for you.
Exactly. You damn right. You got something?
Kanye, it's like a quick on sidebar though, but I don't know if y'all remember the co-founder for Bath and Body Works, the Edomite, the guy that owned the company. He was so greedy stealing money that he got caught in a fraud because he was gaining so much success, to the point that he lost probably $1 and then committed suicide by jumping off a building.
$1.
That's so wicked. Like, that's how proud they are. Like when they can't steal more, like they so used to doing, then their only obligation now is to kill themselves. So they jumped off the building.
I study these devils who have a lot of power. Whether it's power or it's money, they don't like, especially when it comes to money, they don't like to use, even if they have a ton of it, and they can invest into something that will make them even more money. They don't like to use their own money.
Right.
They will take somebody else's money, control that money, and put into whatever it is that they're doing, and then reap the benefits of it. But they will never. They hate using their own money.
Right.
They hate using their own money, and this is the first time I'm hearing about this dude who jumped off a building for losing $1. But I'm not surprised at that. I'm not surprised at that. I wish I'd have known this earlier. I'm not going to say that, but yes, you have something.
So on that same topic with that guy, I think he also was about to be put in jail for all the scamming and stuff that he was doing. So he just,
So he just decided to hit the reset button.
Right.
He decided to hit the reset button, and well, he didn't know he was hitting the reset button, but he decided, just to cut the game off. You know, unplug the cord, the power cord, and just like, I don't want to play no more. Well, hey, you losing at your own game,
right?
Like Brett Favre is losing at his own game. Lord allow this bastard goes to jail,
Right.
be publicly shamed more so than what's going on, you know, with Ime Udoka. That's just a smoke screen. They just blowing that up so that they won't have to prosecute, you know, this devil. This dude is stealing from the poorest of the poor, really the poorest of the poor,
right?
And nobody's talking about it except for Commander General Yahanna. This is a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn, but he's going to get his day. He's going to get his day. We have any more?
Nah, sir.
That was it.
Hold on, Salah. Yes, sir. Verse 25. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thine offspring as the grass of the earth.
Man, you ever seen a field, or even just, you know, some neighborhoods, like if you ride past the park and it hadn't rained in a couple days, like a day or two after, just like it's raining now, go past some field in a day or two, that grass is gonna be high. That grass is gonna be high, and this saying, just the scripture is saying that your offspring is going to be great. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's going to be as much as we're destroyed, and as much as we are murdering our own, you know, youngins, our own babies that's still in the womb. We're still outpacing the devil.
Right.
We're still outpacing every other, you know, nation on the earth. Like, you give us half a chance, we will outnumber the Asians. and just two nations within the Asians has a billion each.
Right.
Just give us half a chance. just take away Planned Parenthood. You know what I'm saying? Take away all, you know, Plan B. Take away all these other, you know, devices. And if we actually come under the law, come under, you know, the scripture, man, and that day, we're gonna have to just think about this. We're gonna have to repopulate Israel. As many as we are right now.
Right.
It's not gonna be a lot of us once Christ come back. We're gonna have to repopulate our nation. This is what the scripture is talking about. This is part of that scripture. Most High God told us, you know, be fruitful and multiply. Just do it. How Nike say, just do it. Let's keep going.
Come. Verse 26. Thou shalt come to thy grave in a full age.
We ain't gonna have to worry about, you know, the crap that's happening to us, like PNB. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the man? I see his face. The New York cat. See his face. I'm listening to his song right now. Pop Smoke. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to worry about that. We ain't got to worry about Sean Taylor. You know what I'm saying?
Mike Brown. We
ain't got to worry about Mike Brown, Ahmaud Arbery, Trayvon Martin, Breonna Taylor. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to worry. All these people died young. Alden Sterling. All these people died young. It says right here, when we get the kingdom, we're gonna be living to a ripe old age, where we were like, all right, okay, I had enough. all right. I had a good time, had a good run. Let's do this all over again, where I can enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Where now I'm not really enjoying it no more. It's cold when it's 90 degrees outside. You know what I'm saying? I can't eat the things I like to eat no more. You know, I have to get help to relieve myself. All right, you know, it's time. It's time. It's time. I made peace with it. I'm saying all my goodbyes, you know, to my great grandchildren. I got to see them. You know what I'm saying? They get to know who I am, and now I'll be born to one of these 30 or 40 people I desired.
Salaki, know it was a Hamite movie, supposed to be a movie, but Coming to America too, when James Earl Jones was like, I'll have my funeral today. Throw my funeral tonight. And then in the funeral, he's like, all right, I'm done, I'm ready. I'm gone now.
Yeah. He lived his life. He's like, all right, I'm done. I've decided, that I'm going to give up the ghost. I had a grand old time. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
Come, sir. Like as a shock of corn cometh in his season. Verse 27. Lo, this. We have searched it. So it is. Hear it. And know thou it is for thy good. The book of Job, chapter 6, verse 1. But Job answered and said.
All right. We're going to stop right there. Before we close out, does anybody have any questions? No? With that, I'm up here. No, slash.
And I apologize for asking.
No sweat.
Who was talking to Job?
That was his friend. He had yeah. This was this is after all the the troubles is gone through. He's going through. His friends came over to mourn with him. So yeah, his friend is telling him all this stuff, and now Job's about to respond. So it's a conversation. I want to say it's two of his friends that have come to talk to him and stay with him. So now next week we're going to get to what Job had to respond to him. No sweats. And with that, men up here, I say imagine, which means stand. If you could go. Give you a Nakamaya special right there.
La Yashala.
There it is. One more time.
He said cover it for the stuff.
Yeah, at the end. You good? You good?
Imagine, which means to stand. Wapaya Hapadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Repeat after me. Abanau, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, I.S.U.P.K, Shemka, Yahweh, Balakha, Gaba'ah, Ratazayika, I.S.U.P.K, Ba'aratiza, Kawa, I.S.U.P.K, Bashamayim, Nathananau, Lakam, Kab, Yawam, Wasalakinau, Kabawatinau, Kasalakinau, Kabawatinau, Wala'ah, Ayanaw, Banasaya one, Abal, Awashayanaw, Mayan, Rod, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wathapawa, Iwalamyam,
Amen. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
We're going to say, I cock the power. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahushua.
By Hashem Yahushua.
Baba Kasha.
Baba Kishar.
The thunder now.
The thunder now.
Hakak.
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 La Pa'al.
La Ba'al.
Kal Maka'ala.
Kal Maka'ala.
Wakal Marawa.
Kal Marawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Tahar.
La Tahar.
Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Hakwi.
Hamathium.
Sorry. Hamathium.
Hamathium.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Lagar Shun.
Lagar Shun.
By Hashem Yahushua.
By Hashem Yahushua.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
In English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So big.
So big.
We're going to say, bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahushua.
By Hashem Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayasha Allah.
Wayasha Allah.
Wahabaya.
Wahabaya.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
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 By Hashem Yahushua.
By Hashem Yahushua.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
In English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Our loved ones.
Our loved
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We'll say Psalms 121. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahorim.
Ahahorim.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ashah.
Ashah.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'abratiza.
Wa'aradiza.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Rakalka.
Rakalka.
Ayanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashun.
Yayashun.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaraka.
Yakaraka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal Rai.
Makal Rai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Athnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'atka.
Taza'atka.
Wabawa'atka.
Wabawa'atka.
Ma'itha.
Ma'itha.
Wa'ai awalam.
Wa'ai awalam.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
In English, I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help coming from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
From all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to say Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Al-Hayim.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Wa-Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al.
Al.
Kayahana.
Yahanna.
Awayabyaka.
Al-Yabika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahamayawa.
Wamashanayaka.
Wamanashanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Ya'Ibrayamba.
Ra'awiyama.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayataya Aitazawa.
Wayataya Aitazawa.
Al-Tazapawanika.
Al-Tazapawanika.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakida.
Wanakakida.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Aiwa.
Aiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazawa.
No Aitazawa.
La.
La.
Yakagwa.
Yakawa.
Alyaka.
Ayaka.
Baya.
Baya.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahaya.
Ahaya.
Arawam.
Arawam.
Wamash Salaki. Wayashama Alyam.
Wayashma'ayim.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagorian.
Wahagarian.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'imawam.
Wa'imawam.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palasha.
Parashah.
Amyashabya.
Amishadi.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashiwar.
Gamashiwar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam. Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labaya Lawat.
Labaya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadian.
Kamadi.
Kasara Sara'a.
Kasari Sarah.
Kayabian.
Kayabi.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashuan.
Koyashron.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamawa.
Ba'ayanda Ira.
Bayanda Ira.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
La'adama.
Shayatamba.
Shayatama.
Nadayamawa.
Nadiyabawa.
Ka'ira.
Kaira.
Wakaza Abba.
Because of Abba.
Sorry, Wakaza Abba.
Because of Abba.
Wakaza Bak.
Because of Bak.
Wakata Zamanai.
Because of Zamanai.
Kana Sayakamba.
Kamasai Kama.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amawa.
Amar.
Sorry, Naya Rashah.
Naya Rashad.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah. Na'awa.
Nawa.
Alahaya.
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 Shayatamba.
Shayatama.
Kagagala.
Kagabla.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Raka.
Lapanya Rakah.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Taba Ira Ya Ira.
Tama Ira Ira.
Rukala Haba.
Ukala Haba.
Talahat.
Salahat.
Haryam.
Haryam.
Khan.
Khan.
Tharadapma.
Tharadapma.
Basa Irika.
Basa Ira.
Wabasa Wapatka.
Mabasa Mapaka.
The Bahalam.
Kabahala.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Hanyaham.
Kualawan.
Kadawam.
Waya Bakwashua.
Waya Bakwashi.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahaw.
Yahaw.
Yabashua.
Yabashi.
Sorry. Waya the Iowa. Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Ata.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahaw.
Yahaw.
The Barka.
Nabaka.
It's like Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Al Kaharataza.
Alka Radiza.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
And
peace.
be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
Hello.
thy enemies make a tumult.
Our enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee
And that they hate thee.
have lifted up the head.
I've lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden
They have
ones.
said,
They have said,
Come,
Come.
let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more remembered.
May be no more remembered.
But they have consulted together.
But they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
And the Israelites.
And Moab.
Moab.
And Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes.
The Baal and Ammon.
The Baal and Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher is also joined with them.
Asher is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of light.
They hope the children of God.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kishon.
At the brook of Kishon.
Perished at Endor.
Which perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make the nobles like a red.
Make the nobles like a red.
And like the ebb.
And like Zahab.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Sabbath.
As Sabbath.
And as Amunah.
And as Amunah.
Who said. Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
the house of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
As a stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble forever.
In trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know
That thou.
that thou,
whose name alone.
whose name alone
is Yahweh.
is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to say the blessings. Barakatha Yahweh.
Barakatha Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Why Mayaka Allah.
Wamayaka.
Sorry. Why Hahoyim.
Wahahai.
Wa Alahai.
So it's like why Alahayim.
Wahahai.
It's like Mataza Baya.
Matazabaya.
Alawap Yahanna.
Alawap Yahanna.
Ha Alawapiam.
Ha Alawapiam.
Ha Sarayim.
Ha Sarani.
Ha Quatasayoyim.
Ha Kwaziyani.
Ha Kwaya Yoyim.
Ha Kwayayani.
Why Wapiam.
Wahawapi.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
Wada Aman.
In English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yahanna.
The generals.
The general.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh
In the name
Shai.
of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to say the curses. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against
That
us.
speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
And the Israelite brothers.
And the Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
The treasure of the rich of Israel.
The treasure of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter thy sanctuary.
To enter thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
Nations.
The nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads. Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
The cable access channel.
Cable access channel.
And the radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Of any of thy people.
Of any of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
And bring swift destruction.
To all the heathens.
To all the heathens.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
And try and stop us.
And try and stop us.
For broadcasting your words.
For broadcasting your words.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plague.
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 Cause them to go.
Cause them to go.
To and fro.
To and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume them.
Plagues.
Let the plagues.
Shake the house of the thief.
Shake the house of the thief.
And the murderer.
And the murderer.
Let Yahushua.
Let Yahushua.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucers.
Come down with the flying saucers.
And punish all the heathens.
And punish all the heathens.
That come up against us.
That come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
By all.
By all.
It is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread.
Through the media.
Through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. Saul, which means to turn. Sisters, you may be seated. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins to prepare to salute the Torah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brak Yah. Sisters, you may stand. Oh, yes, like it. Men of Israel, we're going to give one curse salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Majah Shabbat, Imajim, Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakathum.
Yayamata, Saw, which means to turn. Sisters, you may stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one curse salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Majah Shabbat, Imajim, Barak,
Yahweh Shema Alatah Hashem Yahshua.
Yayamata, class is missed.